Good morning, Cardminas. RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Very random card. This right here is a card that's actually part of a set. It's been released the last few years. The set is called Gummy Arts, and the individual is a guy named Mike Noren, who is hand drawing these cards and releasing them in unlicensed sets to people to purchase. He just hand draws any number he feels like in a particular year. It's random, never licensed, and then people buy them. I don't know how he produces them, but he hand cuts them out. You can see here, it's not machine done. This is all being done by hand, but people have started collecting his little cards, and this one was Mike Schmidt. He does all sports, all pop culture, television, movie, everything. And this happens to be a Mike Schmidt card he did at one time with the Gummy Arts stamp on the back. And what can I tell you? It's a collectible thing nowadays. I don't know why. I don't know what for, but even the tradingcarddatabase.com has picked it up and has included it in its lists. That's how I knew about it. So there you have it. Today's random baseball item of the day, another Fleer box set I picked up recently, trying to complete my run of every Fleer box set of cards. This one is the 1988 awards winner. Checklist on the back, like always. I was looking for like a store, because sometimes these box set will have the store that it was exclusive to. That's what Fleer did. They would sell these individual box sets to various retailers as exclusive. That's why they made so many of them. 88 again, green logo stickers. And you saw the list, so I'll just thumb real quick through the cards. Again, very basic design. Full stats on the back like they have on every single Fleer product of the junk wax era. So you got Bedrosian and Bell. I'm going to flip through them, not even bother talking about what they won. You can see the listing on the card, why they were quote-unquote an award winner. A lot of them are not really award winners so much as they led the league in a specific statistic. Or, you know, some of them are awards, but you know, a lot of them are just feats, sometimes just team-related even. But, again, it's just a way to include a whole bunch of cards, a whole bunch of players in the card sets. So Fleer did what Fleer always did back in the 80s. Cranking out these sets left and right for people like me who like these little box sets. Here's the Mike Schmidt one. Frankly, I think I might be the only guy who collects all these little box sets to the degree I want to, but I'm going to make sure I get them all. So there you go. That was my 1988 Fleer box set, the award winners. So moving on to today's trivia question. If you see there in the background, you'll see the this year's from Topps Series 2, the Andrew McCutchen green foil at a $4.99 card. Still had him with the Phillies. I think they could have found a better way to get him in his Brewers uniform, but that's what it is. As I did with my last video on Wednesday, I'm showing off a book. This one's an interesting one. This is part of my Schmidt collection, because you can see right there, Mr. Schmidt sliding in. He's actually sliding in to second base here. He was forced at second, and someone's trying to turn the double play. If you look on back, this book's an interesting book because it says, The Book of Baseball, which is what this was named, The Book of Baseball, in association with Scottish Amicable, which I believe is a bank or a financial institution. It says, The Book of Baseball is the first major British book about baseball. The American sport that Channel 4 considers to be the most compulsive viewing for sports fans since American football. And you can see this is a Channel 4 book. So when it was published back in, I believe, I'm not even sure. Cost you £7 and 95 pence, I believe, how they say that. I think it's like, I don't know what the year is. Mid-80s, I imagine. Anyway, the trivia question, as with my question on Wednesday, you see Mr. Schmidt there sliding into second. Again, he was probably forced at second, and this guy here is trying to turn the double play. Who is that guy? Name for me this individual. Obviously, the guy was on the Dodgers. You can see that. You can see his uniform number 3 right there. You don't know the year, so that might throw you a little bit. But that is the question for you today, all right? Today, what I want to show off is I finished off a set. I want to show off that. I got one card to complete a set because what I picked up years ago was the 1992 Triple Play baseball set, including the Gallery of Stars. Now, Triple Play was an absolutely awful card set in 92. This is what a base card looked like. That's what the back looked like. They were absolutely terrible. Nobody bought this set. And the set can readily be had for $5 to $10 today. It's only like 200 cards or so. What is it? 264. Pull that out. But what is kind of cool was the Gallery of Stars cards. They were standard Donruss Diamond King style from Dick Perez. So you had your Bobby Bowe, Wally Joyner, Jack Morris on the Blue Jays at the time, Steve Sachs, Danny Tartabull, Frank Viola, Jeff Bagwell, Junior, Dave Justice, Ryan Klesko, I should say, and Frank Thomas. And I was missing, when I bought this, I was missing one card. I was very upset about that, but I understand why, because the card I was missing was a big name. It was Cal Ripken, and I was able to trade for that finally. I had it on the tradingcarddatabase.com for some time, and finally I found a guy who had it and was willing to trade for some stuff. So I got my Cal Ripken Jr. Gallery of Stars card to finish out that 12-card little set. Very happy about that. So that's all I have to show off for you today, people. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget the trivia question. Who was that individual on the cover of that British book? You can win that card out there. I'll repeat the question in the description below along with my email. You got today and tomorrow. Hope to hear from you. Appreciate you stopping by. Take care.